This Atlantic Broadband Channel 10 Sportscast is brought to you by the Community Giving Foundation, formerly the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, helping families, individuals, and businesses create a lasting charitable legacy. The Community Giving Foundation, helping and enriching lives for good, forever. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty Incorporated. Whether looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader throughout the region. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead. First Columbia Bank and Trust and the 11th Annual Virtual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition. Set for Friday and Saturday, May 21st and 22nd. Details are available at firstcolumbiabank.com. And by Atlantic Broadband, featuring unlimited fast internet, cable television, and phone options with straight-up pricing. Call today or log on to atlanticbb.com for information or to upgrade. Welcome to Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10's coverage of high school softball. Got a good matchup for you today. It's the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack visiting the Berwick area Bulldogs. And this promises to be a good game for Berwick. Wilkes-Barre coming into this game, unfortunately, with no wins this season, but they're coming along nicely, according to their head coach. Here's a look at the Wilkes-Barre lineup. They're coming in 0-13. Berwick won the first meeting between these two teams 16-0 back in late April. But since that time, Wilkes-Barre has had a lot of close games, according to head coach McCain. They're beginning to gel as a team. They're working hard and putting together complete games. So that's some progress being made. And by the way, this is the first Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack softball team to ever play. They didn't play last spring after the merger of all the schools upriver, so this is their first season. And 0-13, they'll get better from here on out. And our thanks to everybody who helped to get that information to you for today. And the starting pitcher is going to be Jenna Casper, and we wish her the best of luck today. That's number 21. For the Berwick area Bulldogs, they are coming in with a record of 9-7, currently third in the District 2 4A standings, which is good enough to get them into the upcoming district playoffs, but they'd like to improve. They've got to get past today, and they've got 2 more games left to play next week. But they're 9-7. They're a good, solid team, and Coach Johnson says they're hitting the playoffs at just the right time, as they're getting bigger batting right now, and they are getting better fielding all the way around as well. Again, 9-7. The Berwick Bulldogs starting pitcher will be number 13, Emily Novicki. We will get started with the Wilkes-Barre at Berwick softball game right after this. You're watching high school softball on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. One of these 12 high school singers will be the next First Columbia Teen Star. The competition begins with the top 12 performances on Friday night, May 21st at 7 at firstcolumbiateenstar.com. Tune in again the next night, May 22nd at 7 to see who makes the top 4 and to hear them sing one more time. And then immediately after the top 4 show, join us live on Facebook to find out who will be this year's First Columbia Teen Star. That's the 2021 virtual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition, May 21st and 22nd. The Community Giving Foundation, formerly the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, is a regional philanthropic organization investing endowment funds, large and small, to benefit the communities and residents of the Central Susquehanna region. With nearly 300 funds, the foundation has provided more than $2.8 million in grant investments annually, helping many families, individuals, and businesses create a lasting charitable legacy. The Community Giving Foundation, helping and enriching lives for good, forever.
Taking the right steps to find your perfect first home can be difficult, but with Century 21 Covered Bridges, we're here to make that journey with you. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options. Our agents embrace technology and innovative marketing strategies, so when it comes to making the big decision, you'll have full confidence that you made the right choice. If you're looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
Let's be clear. Your internet speed is more important than ever. Atlantic Broadband is helping you make sure everyone in your home has unlimited fast internet for all your changing needs with our new straight-up pricing. Whether you're working at home, streaming movies, virtually studying with classmates, or doing your best to stay connected to family and friends, with Atlantic Broadband, you can count on reliable coverage for all your devices. Call 855-255-1107 to upgrade to the reliable speeds you've been needing.
All right, welcome back. Wilkes-Barre at Berwick softball about to get underway. This, by the way, is going to be our final spring sports telecast of the season. And we hope you have enjoyed watching all these games, but they'll be available here and, of course, on YouTube as well. We are getting ready to start the game, and up first for Wilkes-Barre is going to be number 4, Erin Leonard. She is the catcher. Emily Novicki is on the mound for the Berwick area Lady Bulldogs. And she will slap that one foul out of play. And the count will now be 0-1. And we get Leonard gets hit by the pitch, so she'll get on base. That's going to bring up Katie Keating. She plays right field for this team. Come on, man. Inside for ball 1. And she gets hit as well. Keating kind of tries to turn away from the pitch, but winds up dropping her head, and it gets hit in the helmet. I'm sure they'll be taking a look at her. So we will go back and show you Erin Leonard. And she takes that one off the arm. And they are making sure the Keating is okay. So runners at first and second. Bunt laid down. Only play is at first. They throw to first. And a check on the runner and a base. And back and forth. A lot of back and forth action. But Wilkes-Barre winds up with the first run of the game on some good base running. Erin Leonard on the bunt from Lissa Rhodes. She's thrown out at first. Runners go to second. Now we've got Alexis Semanek. She slaps that one foul. So fast and furious action going on here to begin this game. Good crowd on hand and warm temperatures. Now they're taking a look at Keating over there at third base. This was the pitch. She will kind of try to get out of the way and drops her head and winds up taking it off the helmet. Took a moment, but they're just making sure they're doing concussion protocols, I'm sure, just to make sure she's okay. And then we had Lissa Rhodes come in, lay down a really nice bunt back to Novicki. The only play for her is at first. She underhands it to first base, but Leonard takes off. Around third, heads on home. They throw to third to try and catch her middle, but she just turns on the speed and gets across the plate. It's 1-0 Wilkes-Barre. Katie Keating is now on third base. And again, the only play is at first. So Alexis Semanek doesn't quite get all of it, but it's a slow roller. And catcher Maddie Ochter has to come out and pick up the ball. Can't tag her out because she's already passed her. Throw to first, and the run comes across. It is 2-0 Wilkes-Barre here in the first inning. Umpire calls timeout. Foul. So Alexis Semanek right here. She will drive it into the ground. It's a slow roller. Ochter comes out for it for Berwick, but there goes Keating. Comes across the plate. Throw to first. They get the out. Actually, Semantic is safe as well. And now here comes Coach Emily Johnson, wants to have a little talk with her team, settle everybody down, get them back into this game. We'll remind you these games are available on DVD. They're $25 each. The easiest way to get one is to email us at dfarley@atlanticbb.com. We'll email you back a order form that you can fill out and mail in with your payment. You can also watch these games for a limited time on our YouTube channel. You go to YouTube and search for Atlantic Broadband Channel 10, and whichever games we have available within the last 3 weeks will be available to watch. After that, you will and then need to buy that DVD, which again, dfarley@atlanticbb.com. All right, conversation is over. Wilkes-Barre with a runner at second, 2 runs across here in the first inning as the Wolfpack come out swinging. This is Dakota Leach, swing and a miss. One out, runner at second, 2 runs across. There's a cross for strike 2. Nowicki needs to settle down a little bit. First 2 batters hit by pitch. Both of those runners have scored. And that was on Alexis Semantic, who drove one into the ground, but Katie Keating had taken off from third at that point, comes across the plate for run number 2. And by the time they got the ball to first, Semantic was already there. So Dakota Leach right now at the plate, left fielder for Wilkes-Barre. Lale Walker is on deck. 1 out. Swing and a miss. Semantic will take third. 2 outs now for Wilkes-Barre here in the top half of the first inning. This is Lale Walker, first baseman. Right across the corner. And that is strike 3. Okay, so there were several outs there that we missed. Apologize, it was a fast and furious first half of the first inning for Wilkes-Barre. They wind up with 2 runs. So they now lead the Berwick Bulldogs 2-0 heading into the bottom of the first. You're watching high school softball on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
The Community Giving Foundation, formerly the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, is a regional philanthropic organization investing endowment funds, large and small, to benefit the communities and residents of the Central Susquehanna region. With nearly 300 funds, the foundation has provided more than $2.8 million in grant investments annually, helping many families, individuals, and businesses create a lasting charitable legacy. The Community Giving Foundation, helping and enriching lives for good, forever.
When your family starts growing, so do your housing needs. Taking the right steps to find your perfect home can be difficult. With Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, we understand that your family is unique and your home should be too. That's why we take a personalized approach to every home buyer we serve. We recognize that buying or selling a home can be very stressful and confusing, and that's why we make sure we are right by your side for the journey. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
And welcome back to softball action. I want to show you this again real quick. Look at that sky. Beautiful, beautiful sky. It's mid-spring right now. Finally got a great day. Temperature is in the lower 70s. A light wind blowing from right field across to third base. We've waited all season for a day like this. We finally got one on our course, our last day of coverage here at Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. We've got the Berwick Bulldogs stepping up to the plate now. First up is Katie Starr, shortstop. She'll foul that one off. 0-1 count to Katie Starr. Katie Starr, a senior, recognized just prior to the start of this game. For senior night activities, this is the final home game of the season for the Lady Bulldogs. They'll be on the road to Minersville and Pittston area next week to finish their season. Swing and a miss, and Katie Starr goes down swinging. And that will be out number 1 for Berwick. That's going to bring up Mackenzie Waltman, another senior for this Berwick team. Again, recognized prior to the start of the game on senior day activities. She fouls that one back for strike one. Wilkes-Barre coming out firing. Good base running. Come up with 2 runs. 1 out for Berwick and Mackenzie Waltman. Second baseman at the plate, swing and a miss. Again on the mound is number 21, Jenna Casper, with a nice pitch right there. 0-2 to Waltman, Emily Novicki. The pitcher is on deck. She bats third in the Lady Bulldogs lineup. That one's going to get fouled over towards the Wolfpack dugout. Two nothing to score. 0-2 pitch. Goes high for ball one. 1-2 now to Mackenzie Waltman. Emily Novicki is on deck. And a solid shot out there. It gets past the right fielder. And Mackenzie Waltman is going to wind up on third base. A stand-up triple for Mackenzie Waltman with 1 out. And Berwick now with a runner in scoring position. And Emily Novicki stepping up to the plate with a chance to maybe even up this score if she can get a hold of one, or at least drive in 1 run. Goes outside, and they got her. She's out of there. 2 outs. Mackenzie Waltman tries to steal home on the passed ball and gets thrown out at home. So this was how she got on base. She digs for that one, drops this one out into right field, gets past the right fielder. She winds up on third. And then on a passed ball, Mackenzie Waltman tries to come home. Jenna Casper is right there. The pitch to her and a tag before she touches the base. And she's out. So some heads-up fielding by Wilkes-Barre. 2 outs. And another shot out into right field. A base hit there for Emily Novicki. That will bring up Hannah Hess. She bats clean up in the lineup. Plays third base for this Berwick softball team. Emily Novicki tagging that one out into right field for a base hit. Keep the inning going. Hannah Hess. That one gets away from the shortstop. Everybody's going to be safe all the way around. So the 4 seniors on the team. First at bat. Now we're going to bring up Gabby Starr with runners at first and second and 2 outs. That one's in there for a base hit and gets past the left fielder, and that's going to bring home 1 run and also a second run. All right, so Emily Novicki scores, Hannah Hess scores. We are all tied up at 2 from a base hit by Gabby Starr. She winds up on second base. Hannah Hess. That one's going to get by Lisa Rhodes. Can't get a handle on that one, and that allows runners to be safe. Two runs across. We're tied back up at 2. This is Maddie Ochter. She takes strike 1. Here's Gabby Starr with runners at first and second. She'll drop this one out into left field, and it will get by Dakota Leach and allow 2 runs to come across. It's now a 2-2 game. Maddie Ochter, the catcher at the plate. Runner at second. 2 outs. Berwick bats coming alive late in the first half of the first inning. Slow roller, throw to first, and they're going to get her, and that will end the first inning, but not before Berwick gets the runs back. We're all tied up at 2, heading into the top of the second. Wilkes-Barre at Berwick softball continues after this on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. Here's some information about the First Columbia Teen Star Show, which is coming up virtually online this coming weekend, Friday and Saturday, and one of the people playing in this game today is in the First Columbia Teen Star Top 12, and that would be number 9, Hannah Hess, the third baseman.
One of these 12 high school singers will be the next First Columbia Teen Star. The competition begins with the top 12 performances on Friday night, May 21st at 7 at firstcolumbiateenstar.com. Tune in again the next night, May 22nd at 7 to see who makes the top 4 and to hear them sing one more time. And then immediately after the top 4 show, join us live on Facebook to find out who will be this year's First Columbia Teen Star. That's the 2021 virtual First Columbia Teen Star musical competition, May 21st and 22nd.
Let's be clear. With Atlantic Broadband, you'll always enjoy unlimited fast internet and endless entertainment. We're all living our lives in ways we never expected. Our day-to-day needs have changed. And that's why we've made our products and services even better. Like always knowing exactly what you'll pay with our straight-up pricing. To learn more about how you can upgrade, call us at 855-255-1107 for exciting new products and services.
Welcome back. It is now the second inning. We're all tied up at 2. Wilkes-Barre at Berwick. And we'll see how the game plays out from here. Emily Novicki is on the mound for Berwick. At the plate is Jenna Casper, the pitcher for Wilkes-Barre. First pitch from Novicki goes high, ball 1. On deck for Wilkes-Barre is Isabel Davies, the second baseman. And again, this is pitcher Jenna Casper. Swing and a miss, makes it 1-1, the count to Casper. Wilkes-Barre coming in 0-13, but of late they have had some close games, losing by 1 run. So they're coming along. A little bit high for ball 2. And Wilkes-Barre, of course, this is their first softball season, period. They didn't get a season last year because of COVID. Fouled off, 2-2, the count to Casper. So when the Wilkes-Barre schools merged, there were 3 high schools that all merged together. All the teams kind of had to become together as one as well. And since there was no season, this is the first season for softball at Wilkes-Barre, and they struggled at first, but they're coming along and beginning to gel as a team. And there's called strike 3. A nice pitch by Novicki right down the middle. That'll be 1 out. And it will bring up Isabel Davies. Allie Ryman, center fielder, is on deck. Here's that last pitch by Emily Novicki of Berwick. Right down the middle. Here's Isabel Davies. Swing and a miss. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the second inning. We're at the bottom of the batting order for the Wolfpack. 1-2 now the count to Davies with Allie Ryman. On deck, she's the bottom of the batting order. That one's high. 2-2 now. And right down the middle again. So nice pitch by Novicki to get the second out. And that will bring up Allie Ryman, the center fielder, with the top of the batting order on deck. And that would be Erin Leonard, the catcher. This again, Allie Ryman, center fielder. Little inside. Ball 1. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the second inning. Wilkes-Barre got 2 after their leadoff hitters. Both of them got hit by a pitch. They were able to score. on a couple of bunts and a ball that was driven into the ground and some good base running. And then Berwick got the 2 runs with 2 outs in the bottom half of the first. That one misses. Nope, he calls that a strike. 2 outs, nobody on. Allie Ryman at the plate. Little high. 2-1 the count to Allie Ryman. Swing and a miss. That makes it 2-2. Emily Novicki on the mound for Berwick, coming back nicely from some surgery she had. A swing and a miss, and that is where the top half of the second will come to an end with the batters going down 1-2-3. Wilkes-Barre at Berwick. We're tied at 2 heading into the bottom of the second. Here's some information about our friends at Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty. Serving all of Columbia and Montour counties and Luzerne County as well. And it is a great real estate market right now. If you're looking to buy or sell, this might be the time to do it.
Are you ready to take steps to settle down into a smaller, more comfortable home? Look no further than Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options.
Our passionate and educated realtors understand the unique needs of every home buyer, so we can help you find the best home to fit your lifestyle. If you are looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
One of these 12 high school singers will be the next First Columbia Teen Star. The competition begins with the top 12 performances on Friday night, May 21st at 7 at firstcolumbiateenstar.com. Tune in again the next night, May 22nd at 7 to see who makes the top 4 and to hear them sing one more time. And then immediately after the top 4 show, join us live on Facebook to find out who will be this year's First Columbia Teen Star. That's the 2021 virtual First Columbia Teen Star musical competition, May 21st and 22nd.
All right, welcome back to Wilkes-Barre at Berwick. Prior to the start of the game tonight, we had senior night, and this was Hannah Hess getting her flowers and being recognized for being a senior on this Berwick softball team. She's also in the high school play next week, which they're doing the Adams family at Berwick, and she's also in the Teen Star competition next Saturday night, so she's a busy girl. Good luck to her and all that. This is going to be Emily Novicki, also a senior, recognized prior to the start of the game. Katie Starr, whom we know well here at Channel 10. ESPN is aware of her as well. A senior, going to be going to Bloom University. And last but not least is Mackenzie Waltman. Bats second in the lineup. Got some big plans for her future. And we say good luck to her and all of the seniors at the Berwick Area High School. Again, recognized prior to the start of the game today. We'd show you the whole thing. A little hard to hear. The speaker wasn't quite loud enough and a little muffled by the time it got out to us. So we thought we would show you some of the pictures with the flowers and the parents represented. Good players. They'll be missed on this team, but they also got some good up-and-comers as well on Berwick. Lauren Roush to third, gets thrown out. Nice playing by Wilkes-Barre to get the first out. We're in the bottom of the second now. And this is Peyton Lipsy, the right fielder. Strike is called. Swing and a miss. Here's Lauren Roush. She'll swipe that one over to third. Alexis Semanek tosses her out at first. A shot over to short. Here's the throw to first. And again, nice fielding by Wilkes-Barre. That ball getting over to Lissa Rhodes. Over to Lael Walker at first. 2 outs. And this is Alyssa Lewis. Takes ball 1. Driven to the ground. Good work, and a throw over to third. That will end the inning. We'll go back to Peyton Lipsy. Over to short. Alyssa Rhodes. The throw over to Lael Walker. And on the very next play, it was to Alexis Semanek, who ran in and picked up the ball, tossed off the runner at first, and that was the bottom of the batting order for Berwick. They go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the third, tied at 2. Wilkes-Barre at Berwick softball continues after this on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
We are excited to celebrate this new chapter in our story under a new name, the Community Giving Foundation. The logo suggests strength and growth, while that gentle arch indicates umbrella support for the people in our communities. The new chapter begins. Let's all together turn the page to a new beginning with the brand that we have built together.
Ready for a better business communications experience? Start with a better communications partner. At Atlantic Broadband Business, we connect you with the latest in advanced technologies and fiber-based solutions and back them with local, responsive support. It's how we've helped businesses of all kinds achieve big things, from becoming the launchpad of American theater, to creating an oasis in the heart of a major city, to making a difference in the lives of thousands. That's what it means to put partnership to work. Now find out what it can mean for your business.
We're back. Top of the third inning, Wilkes-Barre at Berwick. We're all tied up at 2. Second inning, all the batters went down 1-2-3 on both sides of the plate. We'll see what happens here in the third as we head back into the top of the batting order for Wilkes-Barre. This is Erin Leonard, the catcher, her second time at the plate. She fouls that one off. Just misses, ball 1. Catches the outside corner for strike 2. Erin Leonard, the catcher. She got on base last time at bat. She got hit by a pitch and actually scored the first run. That one she will foul off down the first base line. Katie Keating, the right fielder, also hit by a pitch her last time at the plate, is on deck. She represents the second run of the game for Wilkes-Barre. So we're back to the top of the batting order for this Wolfpack team. 1-2 pitch to Erin Leonard. That one just a little low for ball 2. 2-2, nobody out, nobody on. Top of the third inning, tied at 2. Swatted up in the air for a base hit out in the left field. So Erin Leonard gets on base as she hits one out to Alyssa Lewis in left field. And they have a base runner here in the top of the third. That will bring up Katie Keating. That's foul. Actually, this is Danielle Franco, number 7. Katie Keating got hit in the helmet. They may have pulled her due to concussion protocol. So again, this is Danielle Franco. She's got 1 strike on her now. Make that 2. And Leonard is going to steal second. Slide in there. Swing and a miss, and Franco goes down swinging. That should bring up Alyssa Rhodes. This was Erin Leonard's steal. A good throw by Octor to Katie Starr, but she's already there by the time the ball gets there. Swing and a miss by Rhodes. 1 out, runner at second. Alexis Semanek, third baseman, is on deck. And again, Rhodes, swing and a miss. 0-2, and they just go ahead and let Leonard take third. One out, now runner in scoring position for Wilkes-Barre. Little inside, ball 1-1-2. We're told the last meeting between these two, Berwick came out swinging and won the game 16-0 in pretty quick fashion. And that is not the case here today, as Wilkes-Barre came out swinging. Maybe trying for a little revenge. Gets 2 runs right off the bat. And here they have a runner at third with 2 outs. And Alexis Semanek at the plate, their cleanup hitter, with a chance to get some runs back. She drills that one to the ground over to short. Throw to first, and they get it. And that is where the inning will come to an end. The top half of the third anyway. Wilkes-Barre and Berwick still tied at 2.
One of these 12 high school singers will be the next First Columbia Teen Star. The competition begins with the top 12 performances on Friday night, May 21st at 7 at firstcolumbiateenstar.com. Tune in again the next night, May 22nd at 7 to see who makes the top 4 and to hear them sing one more time. And then immediately after the top 4 show, join us live on Facebook to find out who will be this year's First Columbia Teen Star. That's the 2021 virtual First Columbia Teen Star musical competition, May 21st and 22nd.
Again, that's a really good program. If you get a chance to watch, you'll have a good time. The talent is pretty good this year again. And it's coming up on Friday the 21st and Saturday the 22nd at 7 o'clock. And you can watch that at firstcolumbiateenstar.com. Ball 1, and the winner will be announced following the top 4 show on Saturday the 22nd. Somewhere around 8 o'clock maybe. Not definite time yet. But that will take place on the First Columbia Teen Star Facebook page. 1-1 now the count to Katie Starr, leadoff hitter for this Berwick team. She thinks about laying down a bunt, but the ball goes behind her, hits her in the foot. She gets to take her base. Berwick with a runner at first in the top of the batting order. Here comes Mackenzie Waltman. Again, Katie Starr, Mackenzie Waltman, Emily Nowicki, and Hannah Hess, your top 4 batters for Berwick. All 4 of them seniors, their final year here playing softball for Berwick, and all of them have got plans to go and play sports at college as well. Bunt is laid down, and they'll call it foul. They'll back up. Katie Starr right here going for the bunt. Winds up, can't quite tell what that hit, off her hand. Actually goes off her left thigh. And she knows the drill. She just goes and takes her base. So Berwick with nobody out, a runner at first, Mackenzie Waltman at the plate. Catcher Aaron Leonard keeping an eye on Starr at first. Waltman, slow roller, throw to first, is behind. So Mackenzie Waltman pours on the speed and winds up at first. Katie Starr is now at second. Nobody out, and here comes Emily Nowicki, who's a threat on the mound and behind the plate for this Berwick team. Ball 1. Mackenzie Waltman. Slow roller over to Lissa Rhodes at short. By the time she picks it up and throws to first, Waltman's already there. So runners at first and second, nobody out. Nowicki will tag one out into center field. And that is going to drive home Katie Starr and also Mackenzie Waltman, who pours on the speed, and Emily Nowicki. By the time center fielder Allie Ryman gets the ball in, Nowicki is on third. With nobody out, 2 more runs across. Berwick now leading 4-2 in this game, their first lead of the game. And now there's a little conversation going on between the Wilkes-Barre team. And again, I'll remind you, these games are available on DVD. If you'd like a copy, they're $25 each. You just send us an email, dfarley@atlanticbb.com. We'll send you back an order form. If you'd like, you could also go to our YouTube page, youtube.com, search for Atlantic Broadband Channel 10, and you will find the last 3 weeks worth of games for you to watch for a short time, and then we take them down, and then you got to go back and buy that DVD, which again you get by going to dfarley at atlanticbb.com. Meeting is over. Again, nobody out. First 3 batters all got on base, and Emily Novicki now on third, drove home 2 runs. This will bring up Hannah Hess. She takes that one inside for ball 1. And Hannah Hess has also got a lead role in this coming week's Adams Family presentation at the Berwick High School. She's also in the First Columbia Teen Star competition this coming weekend, the 21st and 22nd. And she's got 2 baseball games or softball games next week as well. And I'm tired just thinking about it. But here she is, batting cleanup, hoping to bring home another run. That one catches the outside corner. And apparently a bad throw to third. Gets past the third baseman, Alexis Semanek, and it allows Emily Novicki, who was on third, to just come on home. It's now a 5-2 game. Swing and a miss by Hess. A couple of strikes now against her. Katie Starr, Mackenzie Wallman, and Emily Novicki, all 3 crossing the plate. And Hess will take her base. That's going to bring up Gabby Starr. Drove in a couple of runs her first time at bat. Maddie Ochter is on deck for Berwick. Gabby Starr gets up underneath that one, and it is caught by left fielder Dakota Leach. This is Emily Novicki slicing one out into center field for a base hit. She winds up on third, drove home a couple of runs. We got Maddie Ochter at the plate, the catcher for Berwick. Swing and a miss. Slow roller foul. Here's Gabby Starr. Didn't quite get enough of that one. Pops it up. Goes out into left field where Dakota Leach is there and hangs onto the ball for an out. I believe the umpire just said 2-2 to Maddie Ochter. Now it's 2-2. Lauren Roush is on deck, the DP for this Berwick team. Ochter gets underneath it, fouls it off behind the Berwick dugout. There's a look at the bench for the Lady Bulldogs. And they got some nice cutout figures up there for the 4 seniors on this team. Again, recognized prior to the start of the game for their efforts on behalf of the softball team here in Berwick. Full count to Maddie Ochter, runner at first. Ochter gets up underneath it, and it's going to be pulled in by second baseman Isabel Davies. And that will be the third out of the inning. And we are told, we missed the play, that Emily Novicki was actually thrown out at third. So that represented the first out of the game. So the score is 4-2. Wilkes-Barre at Berwick. Berwick in the lead, heading into the top of the fourth inning. It's high school softball here on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
The Community Giving Foundation, formerly the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, is a regional philanthropic organization investing endowment funds, large and small, to benefit the communities and residents of the Central Susquehanna region. With nearly 300 funds, the foundation has provided more than $2.8 million in grant investments annually, helping many families, individuals, and businesses create a lasting charitable legacy. The Community Giving Foundation, helping and enriching lives for good, forever.
And I know I've said it before, but hey, if you're looking to give back to the community where you live, check out the Community Giving Foundation. They can set up a fund. You can set up a fund through them, and you can help a lot of people, and they'll manage it all for you. Look them up at csgiving.org, csgiving.org. Top of the fourth inning. And this should be left fielder Dakota Leach. Swing and a miss. Dakota's second time at bat. She fouls it back. Couple of strikes now against her. On deck is Lael Walker, the first baseman. Fouled back. Hey, we'll remind you as well that Vax Up. If you haven't got your vaccine yet, your COVID vaccine, please do so. That way, none of us will have to mask up. CDC guidelines changed again this week, saying that if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask anymore, indoors or outdoors. But there are still a lot of people who have not been vaccinated yet, who don't want to get vaccinated. And we kindly suggest that if you have the opportunity to get the vaccine, please do. It's the best thing for everybody involved. And no, there's no microchips in there, just so you know. That one's in the dirt for a ball. 1-2 is the count right now to Dakota Leach. Swing and a miss. She goes down swinging. That will be one out. And it will bring up first baseman Lael Walker. Wilkes-Barre scoring both of their runs in the first inning. First two batters, Aaron Leonard and Katie Keating, both got hit by a pitch. And they were driven home, I believe, by Alexis Semanek. Fouled back up the hill. Did we mention it's a beautiful afternoon? This is by far and away the best weather conditions we've had all season here, at least for the games that we've covered for Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. Sunny skies, temperatures in the low 70s, a light breeze. Finally feels like softball and baseball weather. Fouled back, couple strikes now to Lael Walker with Jenna Casper, the pitcher, on deck. We've had temperatures in the 40s this spring. We've been in 50 to 60 mile per hour winds and rain. It has just not been weather-wise the prettiest of seasons to be out here covering spring sports, but it would appear that things have finally turned the corner, at least as far as our coverage is concerned. And, of course, this is our final game of the season here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. Inside for strike three. And so Lael Walker gets caught watching. And that will bring up Jenna Casper, the pitcher. Berwick's Emily Novicki settling into a rhythm now. Berwick getting 2 runs in their half of the first, and then 2 more in the bottom of the third. That accounts for all of their scoring. Swing and a miss by Casper. Isabel Davies, the second baseman, is on deck. 2 outs. We're in the top half of the 4th inning. Wilkes-Barre coming in 0-13, but giving Berwick a run for the money early in this game with some good fielding and some good base running. They've already outdone the scoring that they had against Berwick in their first meeting back in April, which Berwick won 16-0. Swing and a miss by Casper. Strike 2. 1-2 now the count. That one's going to miss. 2-2 now the count to Jenna Casper. Batted up into the air. Foul. Katie Kalady going over for it. No play. 2-2 the count to Jenna Casper. Things kind of quiet out here. A little bit high. Umpire calls it ball 3. That'll make it a full count to Jenna Casper. 2 outs, nobody on. 3-2 pitch coming up. Swatted down, fouled on the first base line. There's a called 3rd strike. Nice pitch. Catches the outside corner by Emily Novicki, and that retires the side 1-2-3. We'll head into the second half of the 4th inning, and due up is Lauren Rausch. Berwick leading in this one 4-2. You're watching high school softball on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. Here's a word from our great sponsor, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty.
Taking the right steps to find your perfect first home can be difficult, but with Century 21 Covered Bridges, we're here to make that journey with you. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options. Our agents embrace technology and innovative marketing strategies, so when it comes to making the big decision, you'll have full confidence that you made the right choice. If you're looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
We are back. Bottom of the 4th inning about to get underway. Wilkes-Barre at Berwick, high school softball action. Berwick in the lead by a score of 4-2. On the mound for Wilkes-Barre is Jenna Casper, who's actually pitched a pretty good game. This is Lauren Rausch at the plate with a swing and a miss. Strike 1 to her. On deck for Berwick is Peyton Lipsy. It's going to go foul. 0-2 now the count to Lauren Rausch, who is the DP, the designated person for this Berwick team. That one's foul. Popped up. Going back for it, and a last-minute reach back to grab it by center fielder Allie Ryman, and that will make it 1 out. That's going to bring up Peyton Lipsy. High for ball 1. Lauren Rausch tagging this one, getting up into the air, goes back. It looked for a while like Ryman might lose it, but at the very last moment, she reaches out and snags it. Ball 2 to Peyton Lipsy. Alyssa Lewis, the left fielder, is on deck for Berwick. That drops in there for a base hit. And here in the bottom half of the fourth, Peyton Lipsy gets on base. That will bring up the bottom of the batting order for Berwick, Alyssa Lewis with a runner at first. Peyton Lipsy just getting enough for that one to send it just out of the outfield. Drops between the infielders and the outfielder for a base hit. Inside, throw to first. Keeping a close eye on Lipsy there. She's safe. Alyssa Lewis is at the plate for Berwick. One out, a runner at first. Lewis gets up underneath it, drives it foul up on the over by the benches near the Berwick dugout. On deck is Katie Starr, top of the batting order for Berwick. That went inside, and it looks like that actually hit Lewis in the back of the leg. And so now runners at first and second with nobody out, and the top of the batting order stepping up to the plate. This is Katie Starr, her third time at the plate today. That one goes in the dirt, gets past. Lipsy will go to third. And Lewis will go to second. Here's Lewis off the shin of the left leg. 1-0 pitch here to Katie Starr. Bunt shown, she lays it down. Stays fair, plays it first. There is no play at first. And we got bases loaded. So Katie Starr using that speed. Good heads-up play by third baseman Alexis Semanek to get to the ball, but there was no reason to throw to first after Katie Starr took off. Mackenzie Waltman now with bases loaded. She gets a foul. That'll be strike one. Oh, 0-1 pitch to Waltman. Make that 1-1. This is Katie Starr. At the last minute, she drops it for the bunt, lays it down, stays fair, and third baseman Semanek comes in for it, and by the time she gets to it, there is no play at first, bases loaded. 2-1 pitch coming up now to Mackenzie Waltman. Emily Novicki, the pitcher, is on deck. We're in the starting lineup. And a grab right there by first baseman Lil Walker. That'll be 2 outs now with bases loaded. And that's going to bring up Emily Novicki. And if she can get a hold of one, that will do some serious damage. Right now, this game is still within reach for Wilkes-Barre. 4-2 is the score. Novicki gets up underneath it. It goes back. Over the head of left fielder, and that's going to bring home some runs. 1, 2, 3. Berwick goes out to a 5-run lead on a Emily Novicki double over the left fielder's head, Dakota Leach. Mackenzie Waltman popping out. Base is still loaded. And now there's another conference on the mound for Wilkes-Barre. And then Emily Novicki comes up, her third time at the plate, and she pops this one up into the air. It looks like it was going to be short, but the wind kind of maybe takes it a little bit, goes over the head of Leach, and drives in 3 runs. That makes the score 7-2. Pinch runner Brooke Siegel is in the game now. running for Novicki. And nice job going back for it by the second baseman, Isabel Davies, to get the final out, but not before Berwick gets 3 more. They now lead 7-2 heading into the 5th inning. You're watching high school softball on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. Here's a word from one of our sponsors, the Community Giving Foundation, and the wonderful and fabulous Holly. Take a listen.
We are excited to celebrate this new chapter in our story under a new name, the Community Giving Foundation. The logo suggests strength and growth, while that gentle arch indicates umbrella support for the people in our communities. The new chapter begins. Let's all together turn the page to a new beginning with the brand that we have built together.
csgiving.org. I can't say enough. Check it out. Look them up online and learn all about the Community Giving Foundation. They do some fantastic work. All right, we're back to it. Top of the 5th inning. A bunt nearly caught by catcher Maddie Achter. This is Isabel Davies, who made the final out just a few moments ago. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes now to her. Top of the 5th inning now. Wilkes-Barre trying to get some runs. That one's going to miss. 1-2 the count.
Come on, Em.
That one misses. Two and two the count. Fouled back. Allie Ryman is on deck, center fielder. She represents the bottom of the batting order for the Wolfpack. Nobody out. 2-2 the pitch. That one's going to strike 3. Catches the upper right corner. And Davies is called out at the plate. Umpire a little slow in calling that 3rd strike, putting a little style on that cadence of his. It's going to be foul. This is Allie Ryman at the plate. Bottom of the batting order. Here's that last pitch from Emily Novicki. Everybody watches for a minute. Umpire says strike 3. 1 out. Nobody on. Allie Ryman fouls that one back. 0-2 with a count to her. Erin Leonard, top of the batting order for Wilkes-Barre, is on deck. She's the catcher. Allie Ryman is the center fielder. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Berwick got 2 in the first, 3 in the third, and 2 in the third, and 3 in the 5th. And they're going to call that a drop 3rd strike. So Ryman will take her base, and that will bring up Erin Leonard. That looked more like it hit the runner, but no matter. That one's low. Ryman will cruise on over to second. 1 out, a runner now at second. Take a look at that last one from Ryman. Looked like it got fouled off. Again, umpire says it went off the catcher's glove, so a drop 3rd strike. Foul out of play. Aaron Leonard now at the plate. That'll put Danley Franco. Up to bat next. And that one gets past. And that will drive home another run for Wilkes-Barre. So some quick base running there by Allie Ryman. A base hit by Aaron Leonard. Gets underneath the glove of Mackenzie Waltman. And then from second, Allie Ryman sprints on home. It's now 7-3. This is Danley Franco. She'll foul that one off. Only one out. Here's a look at the Wilkes-Barre bench and head coach Craig McCain. Strike is called. And some late running there by Leonard, but she slides in safe. Here is Aaron Leonard. That one just getting under the glove of Waldman for a base hit. And that drove home the third run of the game for Wilkes-Barre. And Leonard will now take third on that pass ball. 1-2 the count to Danley Franco, coming in for Katie Keating, who got hit by a pitch in the helmet in the first inning, and I believe they took her out probably for concussion protocol. And a called third strike, a nice inside pitch by Novicki for the second out. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here comes shortstop Lissa Rhodes, hoping to bring home another run for Wilkes-Barre. Keep this game tight. Strike is called. That one's going to miss a little bit high. 1-1 now the count to Lissa Rhodes. Alexis Samanik, third baseman and cleanup hitter for the Wolfpack, is on deck. A little bit high. 2-1 is the count to Lissa Rhodes. Fouled off. That'll even up the count at 2. Wilkes-Barre beginning to gel. If they had another couple of weeks of season, Coach McCain tells us that he believes they would be competitive in the league. Again, this is their first season as a team. The merger was 2 years ago of the schools up in Wilkes-Barre. So they're coming together. The longer they play together, and a swing and a miss by Alyssa Rhodes. And that is where the top half of the fifth will come to an end. Wilkes-Barre gets one more. They now trail Berwick by 4. The score is Berwick 7, Wilkes-Barre 3. Back with more high school softball after this on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
When your family starts growing, so do your housing needs. Taking the right steps to find your perfect home can be difficult. With Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, we understand that your family is unique and your home should be too. That's why we take a personalized approach to every home buyer we serve. We recognize that buying or selling a home can be very stressful and confusing, and that's why we make sure we are right by your side for the journey. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
All right, we are back, and one more time, we wanted to show you one more time the seniors for Berwick. Again, we had Hannah Hess being recognized prior to the start of the game. There is Emily Novicki. This is Katie Starr and Mackenzie Waltman, all 4 seniors on this pretty good Berwick softball team. Seniors that will be missed when they head off to college in the fall to continue their sporting activities. A lot of these girls will continue playing softball. Some may go into other sports as well. We'll remind you as well that you can get these games on DVD, $25 each. Just go to write us an email at dfarley@atlanticbb.com, dfarley@atlanticbb.com, or you can watch them for a limited time on our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com and search for Atlantic Broadband Channel 10, and you'll be able to watch some of those games online. And, of course, you have Atlantic Broadband Cable. Base hit. Gabby Starr leading off the bottom half of the fifth with a double. She interrupted my whole spiel. Maddie Ochter at the plate now, so Gabby Starr with a double to lead off the fifth inning. Slow roller fair, and no play at first. And Maddie Ochter gets on base. That'll bring up Lauren Rausch. So a double from Gabby Starr. Pinch runner coming in. Maddie Ochter with a slow roller. Mishandled right there by third baseman Alexis Semanek. And now we got Lauren Rausch at the plate. They got to wait for the umpire to get back there. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Berwick threatening again. Gabby Starr is going to wind up on third on that pass ball. And Emma Taney will wind up on second, pinch running. Rausch fouls that one down the third base line. Nobody out, runners at second and third now. Berwick threatening here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Foul off. Couple of strikes now to Rausch. Peyton Lipsy is on deck for the Lady Bulldogs, leading comfortably with 5-5 here in this game. Two and two the count, according to the umpire. Slow roller to short, throw to first. They get the out, but the run does score. So Gabby Starr comes home, and Emmy Taney slides into third safe. One out, one runner across here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Peyton Lipsy now at the plate for Berwick. That one goes high. Runner will stick. Lauren Rausch over to shortstop Alyssa Rhodes. Throw to first. They get the out, but the run does score from third when they throw to first. Makes the game 8-3. Peyton Lipsy at the plate. Alyssa Lewis is on deck. That one goes through, and Tanny will stay at third. Motorcycle starting up in the background. Good day for a motorcycle ride, by the way. And watch out for the motorcyclists out there. One and two the count. Jenna Casper at the plate. Get my teams straight. And Lipsy gets underneath that one. And it drops in. Right between second baseman Isabel Davies and shortstop Alyssa Rhodes. lack of communication there. And that allows Peyton Lipsy to be on first, and pinch runner Emma Tanney is at third with only one out. This is Alyssa Lewis, bottom of the batting order for Berwick. Safe. Get only one out. Berwick up by 5, getting 1 run here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Umpire wants to clean the plate a little bit. And again, we'll remind you to get your COVID vaccination if you haven't done so already. That way America can get back to work and play with no masks and all that stuff, so we can highly recommend that. Get your vaccination. CDC guidelines are saying if you're all vaxxed up, you don't have to wear a mask anymore. So there's a good reason to do it, if not for yourself and your friends. Out to right field, nice catch. And the runner holds at third. Ball is caught there by right fielder Lady Franco. 2 outs now with runners at first and third. And we are back to the top of the batting order. This is Katie Starr, her 4th time at plate today. Alyssa Lewis getting that one up into the air. Stays up there a long time. Katie Starr fouls that one off. That one hung up into the air long enough for Daly Franco to make the catch. Peyton Lipsy now over at second. Pinch runner Emma Tanney at third. 2 outs. Katie Starr at the plate. Top of the batting order. She pops that one up into the air. And it is caught. And so Berwick leaves a couple stranded, but they do get one more. They now lead 8-3 over Wilkes-Barre. Heading into the top of the 6th inning, you're watching high school softball on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. And we'll remind you again that coming up this weekend, Friday, May 21st, and Saturday, May 22nd, make sure you check out the First Columbia Teen Star Competition online again this year. And again, you can watch all that at firstcolumbiateenstar.com. Here's some more information about that particular program, and good luck to everybody.
One of these 12 high school singers will be the next First Columbia Teen Star. The competition begins with the top 12 performances on Friday night, May 21st at 7 at firstcolumbiateenstar.com. Tune in again the next night, May 22nd at 7 to see who makes the top 4 and to hear them sing one more time. And then immediately after the top 4 show, join us live on Facebook to find out who will be this year's First Columbia Teen Star. That's the 2021 virtual First Columbia Teen Star musical competition, May 21st and 22nd.
Yeah, it's a really good program, and there's some really big talent this year. All singers from high school in Columbia County and the Danville area. Get a chance to check it out. Do so, please, at firstcolumbiateenstar.com Friday and Saturday nights at 7. And following the Saturday Top 4 show, you can find out who wins at First Columbia Teen Star's Facebook page. A base hit by Alexis Samanek to lead off the top of the 6th inning. Emily Novicki on the mound for Berwick. Swing and a miss by Lael Walker. Dakota Leach. There's the ball. Here is Alexis Samanek. That one looked like it was going to drop foul, but no, it dropped in fair territory for a base hit. And keeping an eye again on Samanek. Dakota Leach at the plate. 6th inning. Swing and a miss by Dakota Leach. Runner at first, nobody out. And Semanek will take her base. Couple of strikes now to Dakota Leach. Lael Walker is on deck. Excuse me, this is Lael Walker. That one's high, and there goes Semanek. Two and two the count to Lael Walker. Make that a full count. Called third strike. That's 2 outs. And that will bring up Jenna Casper, the pitcher for Wilkes-Barre area. Inside for ball 1. That one misses. 2-0 the count to Jenna Casper. Isabel Davies is on deck for the Wolfpack. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Wilkes-Barre needs some runs here to stay with Berwick. Nice soft touch there by Nowicki. Strike 1. 2-1 pitch coming up to Jenna Casper, runner at third. Fouled off. Now it's 2-2. To Jenna Casper, who's pitched a good game. And Wilkes-Barre has had some good fielding as well today. Full count. Runner at third, 2 outs. Full count pitch now to Jenna Casper. And that one's going to miss. That'll put runners at first and third. Isabel Davies, second baseman for Wilkes-Barre, stepping up to the plate. This will be her third time at bat today. Ball 1.
Come on,
Swatted down, gets past.
Throw it, Cam. Good pat. Out of girl, Hannah.
And they get her out at third. So the run does not count. Wilkes-Barre gets one more. Actually, a run did count because she scored before the runner was thrown out. Check that again before we go to break. It's a slow roller. Gets through the glove of Waldman. And a nice throw from third to get Jenna Casper way ahead of her. Tags her out before she ever touches the bag, and that is where the top half of the 6th will come to an end. Score is Berwick 8, Wilkes-Barre 4. Back with more after this. You're watching high school softball on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
I hear someone go, "Didn't it come from you guys?"
Strangers cough at me.
Move away from me.
Someone spit towards my direction. All the stereotypes that we've worked so hard to break are just going to be reversed. And I won't let that happen.
We all have to play our part.
I donate my plasma.
I've been making masks.
We deserve respect as much as everybody else.
I'm a firefighter, not a virus.
I'm a mask maker, not a virus.
I'm a nurse.
I'm a delivery woman, chef, a neighbor, artist.
Bus driver.
I'm a doctor.
Fight the virus. Fight the virus.
Welcome back. Wilkes-Barre at Berwick. Bottom of the 6th inning. Berwick with a 4-run lead. Wilkes-Barre getting one more in their half of the 5th inning. Inside to Mackenzie Waltman, her 4th time at plate. There's the ball.
Come on, Mac.
Foul. And I believe that is ball 3 to Mackenzie Waltman. Emily Novicki is on deck. And Waltman takes it off the elbow. And she will slowly make her way down to first base. Emily Novicki is now on deck. And that last pitch by Casper gets away from her right off the elbow of Mackenzie Waltman. And they're taking a look at her, making sure she's okay. Again, DVDs of this game available, $25 each. Send us an email, dfarley@atlanticbb.com. We will send you back an order form that you print out and fill out and mail in with your payment. And once we receive all that, we'll make the DVD for you and get it to you ASAP. And that's good for any game like for spring or even last fall or any season we've covered over the last 5 or 6 years, maybe 7 or 8. We've gotten some requests for some BYFL football from years ago. Novicki gets up underneath one. Gets up over the right, and it's out of here for a home run. Emily Novicki with a 2-run homer. And that will bring home Mackenzie Waltman to make it 9 runs. And here is Novicki crossing the plate to make it a 10-4 game. Emily Novicki teeing off on that first pitch, sending it over the center field fence. And that brings in 2 more runs. Emily Novicki, this one right down the pipe, and she tagged that one. And you knew that was gone out to center field, over the fence. 2-run homer. And there is Hannah Hess getting on base.
Come on, Gab.
Slow roller. She pours on the speed to get on. Here's Gabby Starr. Fouls that one. She gets a hold of one. And that's over the fence as well. Another 2-run homer. Gabby Starr over the right field fence will bring home Hannah Hess for the 11th run of the game. And here comes Gabby Starr with a 2-run shot of her own. It's a 12-4 game. Here's the tail end of Hannah Hess. That ball winds up being mishandled by the third baseman of Wilkes-Barre. She gets on base. And then Gabby Starr gets a hold of this one. Batting left-handed. Plops that one over the right field fence. And a 2-run homer. Maddie Octor now at the plate. 4 runs across here in the bottom of the 6th for Berwick. Slow roll to the third. Here's a throw to first. And they get 1 out. Lauren Roush due up at the plate now for Berwick. Maddie Octor Drives it into the ground. Picked up by Alexis Semanek at third. Throw to first. One out. Lauren Roush now at the plate. Fouled off. And apparently they're looking for a few balls. Make sure you go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com. Search for Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. That's where you'll find our most recent games, about 3 weeks worth of games that were televised here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10 to watch on YouTube. And, of course, if you've got the TiVo from Atlantic Broadband, you can watch that right on your television. Foul tip. Lauren Roush at the plate. Peyton Lipsy is on deck. Two strikes. That one's low. Ball 4 to Lauren Roush, and she will wind up on first with one out. That'll bring up Peyton Lipsy, the right fielder. High for a ball. That's out there and caught. A nice grab by the right fielder for Wilkes-Barre. Should be Danielle Franco. 2 outs now with a runner at first. Peyton Lipsy here getting a hold of that one. Fast mover, but well played by the right fielder for the Wolfpack. 2 outs now. And it looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter, Brooke Siegel, number 8, coming into bat for Alyssa Lewis. Four runs across here in the bottom of the 6th for Berwick. Strike one from Jenna Casper.
Come on, Brooke.
That one's going to miss. 1-1 the count. 2 outs. Runner at first. Lauren Roush is at first for Berwick. This is Brooke Siegel. Mishandled and some unfortunate fielding by the second baseman, Isabel Davies, for Wilkes-Barre. That allows runners to go to first and second. And we are back to the top of the batting order. Katie Starr, with her 5th time at the plate, stepping up.
Come on, Katie.
Katie Starr with runners at first and second, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Brooke Siegel over to second. And Davies can't get a handle on it. She can't grab the ball after fielding it. Runners are safe. 1-1 the count now to Katie Starr. We're back to the top of the batting order for Berwick here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 4 runs across for Berwick here in the 6th. Runners at first and second. Katie Starr will slap that one. And Katie Starr is going to get an RBI on that one. That'll be run number 13 for the game today for Berwick. Katie Starr driving that down the third base line and driving home a run. And that is going to bring up Mackenzie Waltman, her 5th time at the plate.
Mackenzie.
Katie Starr taking the pitch, driving that one down the third base line for a base hit and an RBI as well. 13-4 the score. Berwick up by 7. Mackenzie Waltman at the plate for Berwick. High for a ball. Katie Starr is over there at first. That one's going to go up and out of play. 2 strikes now to Mackenzie Waltman. Emily Navicki is on deck. And Berwick's 4 seniors now have an opportunity to maybe end this game. Otherwise, Wilkes-Barre's got their work cut out for them if they get to the 7th. I believe the count is 2-2 to Mackenzie Waltman. Emily Novicki is on deck. Jenna Casper pitching. Again, fouled. Out of play. Out into the woods. Runners at first and second for Berwick. You got Brooke Siegel at second. Katie Starr is at first. And Waltman gets a hold of one and puts it over the fence. And a walk-off homer for Mackenzie Waltman. And that will make this a 16-4 game, and a walk-off 3-run homer by Mackenzie Waltman will seal the deal for Berwick, and they will get their 10th win of the season in fine fashion here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. We're going to take a little break, come back with a few final thoughts, and show you all 3 of those homers as Berwick bats come alive in the 6th to win this one by a score of 16-4. You're watching high school softball on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
Are you ready to take steps to settle down into a smaller, more comfortable home? Look no further than Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options.
Our passionate and educated realtors understand the unique needs of every home buyer, so we can help you find the best home to fit your lifestyle. If you are looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
One of these 12 high school singers will be the next First Columbia Teen Star. The competition begins with the top 12 performances on Friday night, May 21st at 7 at firstcolumbiateenstar.com. Tune in again the next night, May 22nd at 7 to see who makes the top 4 and to hear them sing one more time. And then immediately after the top 4 show, join us live on Facebook to find out who will be this year's First Columbia Teen Star. That's the 2021 virtual First Columbia Teen Star musical competition, May 21st and 22nd. The Community Giving Foundation, formerly the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, is a regional philanthropic organization investing endowment funds, large and small, to benefit the communities and residents of the Central Susquehanna region. With nearly 300 funds, the foundation has provided more than $2.8 million in grant investments annually, helping many families, individuals, and businesses create a lasting charitable legacy. The Community Giving Foundation, helping and enriching lives for good, forever.
Let's be clear. With Atlantic Broadband, you'll always enjoy unlimited fast internet and endless entertainment. We're all living our lives in ways we never expected. Our day-to-day needs have changed, and that's why we've made our products and services even better. Like always knowing exactly what you'll pay with our straight-up pricing. To learn more about how you can upgrade, call us at 855-255-1107 for exciting new products and services.
All right, this one is in the books. Berwick gets their 10th win of the season, courtesy of this 3-run homer, a walk-off homer by Mackenzie Waltman. She will pop this one up and over the center field fence, and that will drive in 3 runs when you count her, and then make this a 16-4 game. Berwick goes to 10-7 on the season. They will remain third place for the time being in the District 2 standings, in the 4A standings. And so they've made the playoffs at this point, but they're hoping to get a better seed, but they've still got 2 more away games next week. See how that plays out for them. Meantime, they're 10-7. Wilkes-Barre goes to 0-14. They played hard. They played tough in this game. So you give them credit for their very first season as a softball team. They played hard today, and they gave Berwick a run for the money for a little while before Berwick just kind of wore them down. So in the game, it was Wilkes-Barre getting 4 hits and 4 runs off 5 hits and 5 errors. Berwick getting 16 runs off 13 hits and no errors. Emily Novicki, the winning pitcher. Jenna Casper, the losing pitcher. Wilkes-Barre's Erin Lloyd went 2 for 2 with a run and an RBI. Alexis Semanik went 2 for 3 with a run and an RBI. And Isabel Davies went 1 for 3 with an RBI. For Berwick, Katie Starr went 2 for 3 with 2 runs and an RBI. Mackenzie Waldman went 3 for 4 with a triple, a home run, and 3 runs and 3 RBIs. Emily Novicki had a big day today, 4 and 4. She went 4 for 4 with a double, a triple, and a home run. Scored twice and got 5 RBIs. And Gabby Starr went 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, a home run of her own, scoring 2 runs and 4 RBIs. Big day for Berwick. They win this one again by a score of 16-4. Before we go, we want to say, give a shout out again to our great sponsors at Atlantic Broadband and Channel 10. For spring sports, and that would be Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, serving all of Columbia, Montour counties, and Luzerne County. Check them out for real estate deals. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty. Also, the Community Giving Foundation. If you're looking to give back to your community, this is a great way to do so. Look them up at csgiving.org. csgiving.org. That's the Community Giving Foundation. And, of course, we want to thank First Columbia Bank and Trust for their continued sponsorship of sports. Don't forget the First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition coming up this Friday, May 21st, and Saturday, May 22nd at 7 p.m. Watch that at firstcolumbiateenstar.com. And also on Saturday the 22nd, after the Top 4 show, tune into Facebook Live at First Columbia Teen Star to find out who the winner of this year's First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition will be. Good luck to all of them. And, of course, our parent company, Atlantic Broadband, thank you for your opportunity to give sports back to the people here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. We thank you for watching, and that is it for this spring season. We'll see you again in the fall, if not sooner, for more high school sports right here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
This Atlantic Broadband Channel 10 Sportscast has been brought to you by the Community Giving Foundation, formerly the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, helping families, individuals, and businesses create a lasting charitable legacy. The Community Giving Foundation, helping and enriching lives for good, forever. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty Incorporated. Whether looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader throughout the region. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead. First Columbia Bank and Trust and the 11th Annual Virtual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition. Set for Friday and Saturday, May 21st and 22nd. Details are available at firstcolumbiabank.com. And by Atlantic Broadband, featuring unlimited fast internet, cable television, and phone options with straight-up pricing. Call today or log on to atlanticbb.com for information or to upgrade.